Ladies, gentlemen, and children of all ages. Wait, no. Children of all ages should not watch this show. This is bad. If you're like 11 or 8, do not watch this. It's bad for you. Is bad influences. I'm a bad influence. I'm a terrible person. My name is Wyatt the Word Weaver, terrible person in question, and I am bringing back PCP 101! Mostly because I wanted to say PCP 101! And also because it was under request. People requested, you requested it. You, the person watching right now, you didn't even know, but you wanted PCP 101 in your life. And because I spend the majority of my free time watching you from underneath your bed and smelling you and your deep personal smells, I knew through your scent, through the pores, through the oozes and slimes that came out of your pores and your skin and your body, and smelling that, I knew what you wanted in your life. What you wanted was more PCP 101. You wanted to find out about the craziest, weirdest, most mentally deranged, brilliant members of the interwebs. And today, we are talking about a member we haven't covered yet. We are talking about Davoo! Now, to a lot of you, Davoo might just be like that member of the PCP that talks about weird fetish shit, or like a guy who goes on massive, way too long rants on Twitter, just blocks and blocks of text filling up your entire screen. But no, Davoo is a cool guy. He's who is this man? Well, Davoo is one of the younger members of the procrastinators, of the PCP. He's like 23, 24, I'm not sure. Most of my research is from like almost a year ago. He's probably like, 37 now? Anyway, he's like in the hypocrite range. He's a little younger than Hippo, than Give and Take. Shoot. Anyway, the Davoo, he's a young boy. He's a young man. He lives in the Midwest. He's homeschooled. He lives with a relatively conservative Christian family. And one day, he decides, I'm gonna make videos. I want to make videos. His first video was on the 29th of December 6, 2009, and it was Dr. Davoo's self-hypnosis video. But this story really gets started when he started doing My Little Pony content. Now, at this point, around 2013-ish, late 2013-ish, My Little Pony was already pretty saturated. You know, a lot of it had gotten in. You know, all of the boys who talked before were all doing things. Remember, all roads lead back to My Little Pony. It's super unfortunate, but we have to talk about My Little Pony in order to talk about the procrastinators. It is in the DNA. It's in the blood of the group. So, my point being that Davoo somehow figured, he saw a niche. He saw a vein of minerals, of content that had yet to be mined. And so he mined it. He swung his intellectual pickaxe and he started doing season predictions. It came out with season 3 predictions and it blew up. You know, predictions of what was going to happen in the season. And people were like, well, it's the off season and we are My Little Pony fans and we don't know what to consume because it's the off season and the show's not coming out. Oh, here is a man who's going to tell me what's going to happen in the season. I'll watch this. I'll devote some time to that. And they did. It was relatively popular. But Davoo was not content with that because Davoo's dream was not to do My Little Pony content. Davoo is a video game man. That's what really gets him passionate. And passion is what I really want to talk about when it comes to Davoo. Because I don't think that, like, there's any other member of the PCP, except for maybe Munchie, who really has the sheer unadulterated passion for which Davoo can devote to a topic. Now, I'm going to get into this later, because we're only going to talk about his early career in this video. But Davoo, his appeal, if you don't really get him, if you haven't seen a lot of him and he looks kind of weird to you, is that Davoo is weird. I mean, he's on the PCP, but like, Davoo often has a fresh and different perspective than like everyone else on things, which is valuable in its own. It's really cool to see like what Davoo thinks of something. Alright? But here's what I love about Davoo. Even though his like logical process may be a little different than yours, or like he might think things through a different way, Davoo devotes an inordinate amount of time thinking about like everything he thinks about. Whenever Davoo has an opinion, you know that that opinion has like gone through 57 layers of integral like cross-examination and self-argument with himself, going back and forth on like what his actual position is. And every opinion that he has is incredibly well thought out. You may disagree with him. You say his logic is flawed, but like the logic is there. He very highly Davoo loves explaining his mental process, and like he hates being misunderstood. That's why he goes on massive tangents and makes videos and Twitter posts about why he thinks the way he does. He loves discussion. He loves debate. And so yeah, but he also loves video games. Right now he's learning coding language and making video games, but he started out in video game analysis. Now, on July 30th of 2014, which is about a month after he stopped making My Little Pony videos, he launches a games analysis video called Sonic is About Speed. And these are decent analysis videos. The best thing about them, in my opinion, is like some really adorable drawings. Like Davoo isn't like a traditional artist, but he has like really adorable artwork sometimes. I love the way like when he draws himself. It's kawaii as hell. Anyway, now analysis. Why is he doing analysis? Influence, okay? Passion. Davoo is a massive fanboy. All right. Digibro. He's a fan of Digibro. And this is where we're getting intertwined. We can start thinking, talking, and whacking and jacking. Alright. He is a fan of Digibro and all the members of what we now call the Horseshoe Crew. Is a fan of their My Little Pony analysis. And so he decides to do video game analysis. Now, stay on the Digibro point because it's important. So, I don't know when Davoo like started being a fan of Digibro, but so Davoo, he's a window washing boy. His dad owns a window washing business, and so Davoo spends a lot of his days washing windows. And so, you know, Davoo, he's a super creative person. He's got his mind's going, it's flowing and mowing every single which way. And so he needs things to keep him concentrated, keep him busy. A lot like me, honestly. And so he like wants things on content, and Digibro puts out a lot of content. And so he was especially a fan of the pub crawl, which is something that, have I mentioned the pub crawl yet? We'll talk about the pub crawl. I mentioned the pub crawl in the Digibro video. The pub crawl, which is probably like the longest running single series any of these people have done, and also like watch the pub crawl. It's great to this day. It's only gotten better over the years. I watch it weekly when it comes out weekly, because that's not entirely. Watch the pub crawl. It's great. It really is phenomenal. Especially if you like getting drunk, which I don't. So the pub crawl was a live internet radio show, which meant that the people watching it could like comment, and it was basically a stream essentially. That's the way I understand it. And this is way before my time. I never saw it. So way before my time. Anyway, how old? Everyone type how old they think I am in the comments section. I may have said that in a previous video, but like, how old do you think this is? I'd be very curious. I say as I put on a deeper voice to make myself sound older. I have a very deep voice. So, yeah, so Davoo listens to the pub crawl constantly, and he becomes a frequent commenter on there. Digibro actually acknowledges him on the pub crawl, and he acknowledges like Davoo is like one of his biggest fans, and like Davoo is like one of the 5 people you could probably say is a bigger fan of Digibro than I am. It was probably more than 5. But anyway, like got like Wada, Lachlan, Davoo, Reverse Spectrum, for a few guys. Anyway, the point being that like, you know, Davoo watched all the Digi stuff over and over and over, and it was getting to the point where Digi actually like trusted him to like represent his points relatively well. Like, which is not a thing that Digi does for most people. Digi does not trust a lot of people to represent his points and understand what he's going for. So here's the thing. Here's the important thing. This is still... Digi at this point, this is early 2014. Digi is kind of weird in the pony fandom. Alright? Like, he's left, but he hasn't fully left. He hasn't fully cut all the ties. He stopped making pony content. But... Alright, so I need to fully explain this. There was this thing that Digibro refers to as like the Great Purge, where he just like, in the Brony era, Digi would like, you know, basically accept any Skype request. He would give his information out to everyone. He would talk to everybody. And that basically created this huge roster of people, which he quickly like became totally uninterested in, and there was a bunch of toxic stuff in there, and he's like, no. And eventually he like cut ties to like pretty much everyone who wasn't in the horseshoe crew, in the PCP. Those were the ones that he kept, and he just burned away everyone else. But before that, he did have a lot more participation with, like, the Common Man, which has actually kind of been reawakened in his Patreon, but, Patreon Discord. But the point being that, Digibro is producing more and more content, and Digi has a lot of skills, but he is not a good editor. Well, he can be a good editor, he just doesn't want to be. He does not like to take time to edit content. He's talked about this many, many times. He likes to do the bare minimum. Davoo, on the other hand, very concentrated, very precise person. And Digi knows that Davoo is like, you know, a person who's watched all his videos and totally understands his style, what Digi wants his videos to look like, okay? So, Davoo, basically, Digi puts out a call. He's like, I want someone to edit videos for me. Alright? And Davoo's like, hey, I'll do it, and I'll do it for free. And Digi's like, listen, kid, I know you want to do it for free, but I gotta pay you something. I gotta feel good about doing this. The first video that Davoo ever edited for Digi was called Why Nostalgia is Good and Does Not Blind. That was released on September 10th of 2014. He then edited Designed to Go On Forever, Shonen Jump manga, October 1st, 2014. And this is when Digi's channel is in a moment of massive growth. But Davoo is still making videos for his own channel. And what we're going to see in Davoo's career is a poll on whether do I work on videos for my own channel or do I work on Digi's channel. Because Digi's big, but at this point he's not big enough to like fully like hire Davoo. See, here's the thing with Davoo's channel, is it did have success. There's a video that is, I kid you not, about comparing Roller Coaster Tycoons 1 and 3 that has like hundreds of thousands of views. So he's capable of generating success, and he's capable of making a very good video. His writing's alright. He can do some pretty good analysis when he wants to. But if you look at Davoo's channel, you'll note that, like, it's pretty sporadic. He does movie analysis, he does funny meme videos, which are actually pretty hilarious. But, like, there's no central point, and, like, it kind of, you don't know what it is. It's almost as much as a mess as my channel. And, so he was not having consistent success. And he's at the point in his life where, like, he really wants to stop working for his parents, and he really wants to, like, make this thing happen. And so, all throughout, so in 2014, he starts editing more and more videos. In 2015, he starts editing videos more and more for Digi. And that's where we're going to leave it. Will Davoo become Digi's editor full-time? Or will he go back to his own channel? What will happen with there? Tune in next time to PCP 101 to find out. We will talk about, I don't even know, what's the plan for this? You know, I have no idea how many of these videos is going to be. I actually need to probably rewatch all of the old ones that came out like, what, 5 months ago? Yeah. Davoo, he's cool. We'll talk about him in more detail later. I think next episode I will talk about the diaspora, like how everyone individually left as we move into 2015. And then, yeah, we'll talk about the diaspora, we'll talk about Tommy Oliver, we'll talk about the horseshoe, we'll talk about BronyCon 2015, we'll talk about the horseshoe saga, all the stuff that we discussed. Have I discussed Hypocrite yet? Maybe that'll be the next video. I don't even... Why am I doing this? This is so unprofessional. I should probably cut all this out. In the comments section, comment on how beautiful my beard is, and on how old you think I am, and, what is your favorite flower? I really want to know that. Roses, snapdragons, lilacs, yeah. Best comment gets this umbrella, okay? Okay, bye.